It's now time for Remember When with Uncle John. John Guess, Ouachita County's resident storyteller and local historian. Sit back now and enjoy a walk down memory lane as John recalls the days of yesteryear in his own unique way. You never know, some of it might even be true. So here's Uncle John, along with his trusty sidekick, Kelly Blair.
Back on Remember When with Uncle John. Well, we have done it. We have reached finish line Friday, and around here, these parts, that means we have got a top tune to be talked about. Lay it on us, Johnny.
Well, earlier in the week, we profiled Gary Rossington of the Lynyrd Skynyrd band, the last living member of the original band.
The original Lynyrd Skynyrd.
When they regrouped in 1987, 10 years after the plane crash, they went out and did a couple of bars. To get kind of get the feel of it again, played a couple of clubs, and instead of being known as the Lynyrd Skynyrd band, they went as the Curtis Loew band.
Hey, there you go.
And the Ballad of Curtis Loew is one of the great all-time Skynyrd songs.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot of discussion about who it was based on. Ricky Medlock, who was a member of the Outlaws, who's a member of Skynyrd now, was around them in the early days before they got famous. He had a grandfather called Shorty Medlock who played a dobro guitar.
Oh, nice.
Now, a lot of people, Ricky Medlock claims it was about his grandfather. Alan Collins said it was a kind of a cornucopia of several people that Ronnie knew, that he knew, that Gary knew around the area there, but most of them were based on black blues players.
That's a word and a half right there. I'm going to have to remember that.
Cornucopia. See, that Chittister education pays off.
There you go.
Not everybody got it.
I understand.
Not everybody was able to go to school at the
But
University.
But it was available there for you if you wanted to take advantage.
If you wanted to take advantage of it, it was there. But the Ballad of Curtis Loew is one of their songs that will endure.
Yes, it will.
It tells the story of my life and so many others, picking up Coke bottles. We'd get somebody to carry us up toward White Oak, and we'd walk back to Chittister picking up Coke bottles. And then we would take them to the mercantile and sell them.
Yep.
And go get Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill wine.
Oh, look out.
Now, we did that. But now, that's the truth. I've lied to you before, but that's the truth. But the Ballad of Curtis Loew, written by Ronnie Van Zant, about a mythical blues player, and it's a great song. It envelops everything about Southern rock, blues, country, the whole mess.
Yes, sir.
And it's a standard bearer for the band, and it features all of them, and it's a good song.
It is an outstanding song. Matter of fact, we probably ought to run a needle through it. What do you think?
We need to give these folks a good. There's going to be somebody out there this morning that's listening to this, going to work, or going fishing, or going somewhere. And they're going to say, Curtis Loew, who is that? What's that got to do?
They're going to try to look him up on Wikipedia.
They're going to try to look it up on Wikipedia. But I'm going to tell you, if you wasn't around in the 70s, you should have been.
Absolutely.
And if you were there, you don't remember it all, because I don't.
Yes.
But the Ballad of Curtis Loew, one of the great Skynyrd songs of all time.
All right, that's going to wrap up Remember When with Uncle John here for today and for the week. But don't worry, folks, we're going to be right back here next week, ready to do it all over again. We'll see you then, Johnny.
See you next week, Kelly.
You've been listening to Remember When with Uncle John on Y95. This broadcast can be heard each weekday morning at 6:45 on South Arkansas's favorite station, Y95.